Hello friends, Bud with ACA New England. It is Monday, December 9th, 2024. This is the Monday message. First and foremost, thank you. Massive gratitude. Thanks all around to everybody who donated last week and helped us reach our goal on Giving Tuesday. Especially a shout out and thanks to our partners, GT Reilly. They agreed to match every donation up to $2,500. We hit that goal. They matched it and then we kept on going. You kept on going. And so thank you so much to everybody who had a little room in their heart, a little room in their pocketbook, and they decided to think of us. And when you're thinking of ACA New England, you donate to ACA New England. Where does the money go? The money goes back to you all. It goes back to the Camp Professional. Our our philanthropy is targeted at professional development, mostly for camp professionals. We want you all to be better at your jobs so you can continue to provide better experiences, safer experiences, more creative experiences, both for campers, staff, and families. So thank you to everybody. Whenever you're donating to that, that's really what you're donating towards. It also helps us with our advocacy work as well, whether it's us going down to Washington, D.C. for Hill Day or scholarshiping and helping other people get down from New England to Washington, D.C. for ACA Hill Day. That is where our philanthropy dollars go. It goes to great work for great camp professionals to provide better camp experiences for all throughout the region and beyond. Not everybody who engages with us is practicing camp here in New England. However, everybody who is practicing camp is welcome in New England. Aww. Next up, New England Camp Conference. All right. Registration's open. You know it's been open. The early bird rates are running through February 6th, I believe. Go ahead and get those prices locked in now. And a lot of people are waiting, what's next? What's next? What's next? Who's speaking at this thing? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to share that information as soon as we can because last week, the New England Camp Conference Program Selection Committee, almost forgot that name, they met in this room around these tables and around, do we still have it up there? Yeah, there's our little campfire. They met around the campfire to discuss the over, 170, 180 proposals that came in. And over the last few weeks, they have all been independently reviewing these proposals. They have been contacting speakers to follow up. They have been working offline and independent of one another, probably some emails and communication, but preparing for this day where they come in here and they spend the entire day and they go through all of the metrics, all of the notes, all of the other factors that get brought into selecting sessions and programs for a big conference like ours. And they do a hell of a job. They put on a great show every year. Great show, an educational performance, some would call it. And it's not easy. I got to tell you, some are a slam dunk. Sometimes you get these things in there and they look at it and everybody's around the room like, duh, we're going to have that person, that topic, and it looks great, wonderful. But other times, there's a lot of hot topics going on out there and there's a lot of submissions around those. So it takes the nitty gritty. It takes nitpicking sometimes. It takes, 5 different people reading the same thing and then talking about it and then reading it again and then talking about it. And they go through this. I bring all this up because if you meet any of these folks at the conference this year, shake their hand, give them a pat on the back, an attaboy, some knuckles, whatever you do to show your love. Make sure you thank them because without their work and without Carrie's leadership in this committee, none of this is possible. So shout out to Carrie, to Gillian, and to the committee last week for their hard work. You can't wait to see who's going to be speaking, what they're going to be speaking about. And when you see that information, we'll make sure that, or when we get that information, we'll make sure you have it as soon as humanly possible. You notice I slipped another name into there, Gillian. If you have not picked up on this yet, then, well, welcome, but you might not have been paying close enough attention or this is your first time in a while. We got new people here at ACA New England. We have a full team going into this holiday season and you're going to be meeting them over social media over the next few weeks. Depending on when you're seeing this, you may or may not have already seen Michelle's introductory film. So to speak, there's one for each one of us, all the members of the staff. So there's Michelle Grocliffe. She is still our executive director. I'm Bud Copeland. I am still the director of membership and engagement. Carrie Salvo is still here. She is still our director of professional development and strategic partnerships. But we have a new coordinator crew, for lack of a better phrase. I'm a former writing teacher, so I can't quit alliteration. It's hard. And some of you have already met Ayla
Ayla.
She is our new content and marketing coordinator, but she's also joined by Haillie Musso. Haillie Musso is going to be Haillie Musso is our accreditation and volunteer coordinator. So everybody who is an accredited camp or a visitor or interested in accreditation, you certainly are going to be getting to know Haillie. And everybody who wants to volunteer with ACA New England and get more involved and even grow more volunteer opportunities, you're also going to get to know Haillie. And by the way, if you don't fall into one of those 2 buckets, you're more than welcome to meet the whole staff. I'm not trying to pigeonhole people. Last but certainly not least, I already mentioned her at the top. I'm going to bring it back around to Gillian. Gillian Gold is our new events and logistics coordinator. Events and logistics coordinator, Gillian Gold. She's been working with Carrie and the conference committee. So you're going to see these new faces, these new names. They're going to be new to us, but they're not new to camping. They're also not new to the outdoors. Haillie comes to us with experience experience and background in the National Park Service. Both Ayla and Gillian have background and experience with New England camps, and then obviously in their areas of expertise. So we're excited about the new team. We're super excited to have them together at the New England Camp Conference, and we are super excited that we reached our goal on Giving Tuesday. Much of that goes to that new team who put that plan in place. So to everybody out there on this Monday, it's cold, but it's sunny. You got like 20 days left. 20 days left, and we're going to start gaining some sunlight back. You can look at the sunrise and sunset tables when you finish with this. But in the meantime, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep being there for one another. We're always going to be here for you. Have a great week.